Let's go, boys. Strong at the back.
Welcome back to Sunday League. 40 minutes way up in Katoomba, it's snowing. It's a Tuesday night. We played on Sunday afternoon. But beyond that, we're here versus Werrington Croatia today. Most of you would know us from our game against Werrington Croatia. I think 8 million views on all platforms, 100k on YouTube, that was the big one. And then Instagram and TikTok did its thing. They don't really get results, but what they do is they make it hard to get them. Very hard. So they're kind of hard to move through and pass through. They're very physical. And they don't give a fuck who you are, as is, the Croatian way. I'm Italian myself, love the Mediterranean people, so yeah, it'll make for an interesting game. We've got our warm-up going on today. Burjo just buried one, and I'm starting on the bench. We've got 2 players playing up. We're missing 5, as is the nature of playing on a Tuesday night at 8 PM. So yeah, anyway, we'll see you full time. 2 minutes. Shit, man. Come on, Pete. Today's lineup: Ollie in goal, Sneeze at left back, Tao, Ned centre back, Peter right back, Burjo DM, Harley and Vuj, Harley left mid, Vuj right mid, Dale at the 10, Ben and Davo up front, myself, Byron, and Ryan O'Keefe on the bench. Boys, listen up, they're going to want to fucking kill you straight out of the gates, right? The content from the first game not only went viral, the amount of those comments giving them shit about having last names on the back of their kids in Div 2 Sunday League was abnormal. Right, like abnormal. That it surpassed the amount of comments about Hancock being a true ranger. Okay, they're going to be out to kill. We need to anticipate that. Welcome back to Sunday League. You've probably noticed something straight off the bat, and that's the placement of the scoreboard. Now, I do have an explanation for you. Unfortunately, cameraman Flat wasn't able to make it, so what I did, I got my tripod, I set it up in the corner, and I got my best mate Tom and a few of the other boys to get in charge of it. Tom looking like a Fox Sports cameraman, as you can see here, but unfortunately the tripod was pointed slightly downwards, so we managed to put the scoreboard in the bottom left so the rest of the shot can play out. But this angle here, shout out to Jemay, our other cameraman, is fine. Burjo plays it into Towel, and we've just come off the back of watching the Euros, so we're trying to play a bit of Spanish tiki-taka football, and we get 3 passes in and we lose the ball. Shout out to Dale, unlucky, you get him next time. We move on in the game, 12 minutes. I've been on the bench for the first 12 minutes. This guy skins me and sends a warning shot. Now I take that as, okay, where are you here to play? Or maybe I'm just shit. Let me know what you think. I win the header here in DM. Davo's going to try and win the header back, because if he did, I was going to have a shot from there, but no, shot wasn't meant to come, but that slide tackle was. I think that was a great tackle. Shout out to me. And we move on into the game. Ben in the left-hand corner here gets across into the box. Jacobo de Villa Rodriguez goes up for a bicycle. He doesn't get it first time. Second time of asking, he gets it. If you don't hit things the first time, you may as well bloody hit them the second time. Shout out to Davo. The way he thinks, I don't think I'm capable of. Now you'll see it here. Corn, Davo out into the corner, and then Corn's going to measure it up. Davo's going to make his run. Give himself a little bit of time. This and that, and up he goes. Jacobo de Villa Rodriguez. No, yes. Like, just insane stuff. And shout out to Sneeze there doing a little skip, hop and a jump as a celebration. Very interesting way to celebrate.
Enjoy your Sunday League football.
Nonetheless, into the 20th minute we go, and I can sense what's about to happen. The ball's going into an area where I know Ollie doesn't feel too confident to come out and just start clattering people and things, and as you can see, we get into another mix-up here. But shout out to Ollie, doing his best Manuel Neuer impression and really keeping calm as a sweeper keeper. Maybe if we do that against other sides, we don't get the same result, but yeah, you'll hear me here.
Get rid of it! Get rid of the fucking thing! What are you doing, Ollie?
Nonetheless, shout out to Ollie. He dealt with that really well, I think. And, maybe I'm in the wrong there for yelling. Nonetheless, we move on in the game into the 27th minute. Here's Beisenhuth, a.k.a. Byron Thompson. He's going to get the ball in the midfield. He's going to play it into me. I'm going to play it into Burjo. Burjo's going to play it into Corn here. He's going to play it into Jacobo de Villa Rodriguez. Now, what's Jacobo going to do? He's going to get into the corner here. He's going to wait for a run. As you'll see, Beisenhuth from the left-hand side to the right-hand side of his screen, unfortunately, just doesn't connect with it. Speaking of connections, I don't connect here. I lag, maybe, I got slow ping, but here I come for a slide tackle, almost kill him, and I wasn't anywhere near the ball. At the time, I go, that's a rough yellow, but I was well deserving of it. No complaints from me, so I'll tell you that much. But and plus, I get to go on that, we upload those tallies on Instagram. I'll put one right here. I get to enter the yellow card tally on that one, so that's very exciting stuff. Nonetheless, we move on in the game. Their centre-back doing his best Gerrard impression. Corn runs away with the ball, and he's going to look for O'Keefe, who did score the winner for us against Emu Plains last week, and unfortunately just can't get the finishing touch there, but the keeper does parry it out for a corner. We move on. Pete, this sequence is unreal. Right back, Pete, he goes for a dive. Ned kicks it into this fella. He handballs it. Not only does he handball, he gets the opportunity to score here, and he just, I wouldn't even call it a worm burner, because the worms aren't getting affected by that one. And we're into the 38th minute here. We need something special. Enter Tallis. Wow, I'm all for it. If you score one of them, like, no, Vinny, no, don't shoot, Vinny, no. Nonetheless, here's Ned copping an elbow, and we'll come back to that at half-time. Ned really did cop one there. It's quite... You'll see the ramifications. I'm pretty sure he might have a bit of a broken nose, but we're yet to find out. We're yet to get scans back. Anyway, Tau sends a long ball through, and Jacobo de Villa Rodriguez into Ben Korn. In, out. In, out, shoot. Wow. If you want to talk about in, out in Australian terms, that is what we're trademarked for. Enter Caitlin Ford, enter Matthew Leckie, both against Denmark. Ours is against Werrington Croatia. You'll see it here, and I'm going to let the commentary take place.
Leckie is all on his own. No help whatsoever. Matthew Leckie!
Wow, what a finish from young Court. Seriously, what a finish. We're 2-0 up heading into the half. We're into the 40th minute here. They're trying to make an impact on the game. They're not going to do that. Why? Because Jacobo de Villa Rodriguez is on the pitch. Have you ever seen someone going for a slide tackle like that and just get left to not touch anyone or anything? Seriously, jump up and juggle the ball. It's stupid. Nonetheless, into halftime we go 2-0 up, and here's a word from Ned's nose.
Jimmy Jim, get the halftime audio.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Before I speak, does anyone have anything they want to say?
Most dangerous lead in football.
Cracker half.
Just need to shut down that bloke in the middle. Where's the gloves?
Yeah, boys, this half, go play our game. Keep the pressure up. Don't let them get momentum in the game. If they start to get momentum, make a few fouls. Just break the game up.
Fucking crunch them.
I think I'm the only one on yellow. Besides that, boys, good half. I've got nothing more to say, to be honest. Ned, Chelsea knows.
It's crooked always, but...
First thing, communication. Boys, 2-0 lead is the most dangerous lead to have. Alright, so first things, on the pitch. Back line, you're doing really well at that to start off with. Ned, do you want to start off?
No.
Can't breathe, man.
Keeps you warm, mate.
What are we talking about?
Alright, first things, communicate. Second of all, do not pull out of any challenges. If you get a yellow, so fucking be it. Do not pull out of any challenges. Go in hard, take it to them. Third of all, don't be afraid to pull the fucking trigger when you get the chance. Well done. Get back out there, jump in the game.
Let's go, Red Back! Come on!
Now, you know what they say. You heard me say it at the start of the halftime team talk, during the halftime team talk. 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in football. But there's one way to alleviate those nerves in terms of if they start to get momentum. Deploy the kickoff glitch and see what happens. So within 10 seconds, we've got the ball back. People say foul. There's no kickoff glitch. I beg to differ. Nonetheless, speaking of glitch, lag, maybe concussion, here's centre-back Ned. But he retrieves the ball there, and what a tackle it was. He's willing to die for the badge, Ned. He's had quite a few injuries, a few torn jerseys. Seriously, he's in great form. Sneeze gets a knock on the head here. He sends it over to Dale, and Dale, aka Cafu, just with that beautiful Travella. You never thought you'd hear me say that, but I think it's quite true. And speaking of Cafu, speaking of Dale, boom, there it is. Unfortunately, it doesn't come off. But just know that if it does, you're seriously dealing one of the goals of the season. He's got the technique. He just lifts his head. Why? He gets excited. We're all merely men. I know you think more of us as Redbacks, we're like Spider-Man, but we're not. But if there was to be a Spider-Man that plays with the Redbacks, here he is. Watch this. This guy takes a small touch that goes wrong. Jacobo de Villa Rodriguez, he's dancing on the ball. He don't really sprint, Davo. Seriously, he doesn't. And he doesn't say much either. Like, sometimes I rock up to training like, Jacobo, what's happening? Yeah, Davo, how are you? Well, yeah. You're like, dude, do you speak? But he speaks with his body, and you see that on the ball. He shapes, he shifts, he moves, and it's the most impressive thing you'll see on a Sunday League football pitch. You'll see it here. This fella takes a touch, and it just gets away from him. Jacobo shows him inside, goes on the outside, and then on his left foot into the bottom corner like it's nothing. Like, seriously, shout out to Jacobo. And you can tell why the Spanish won the Euros. I'll say that much. You can seriously tell. Anyway, we move on in the game into the 60th minute here. Tau sends a ball forward. Davo dancing with the ball again, takes it on his chest, puts it onto his left. I'm making a run. I'm screaming here, right? Davo looks at me, he don't want to give it to me, which is fair. I don't blame him. But he gives it to Corn, and I'm in the way now. Now, am I to blame? Yeah, probably. But maybe Davo can take some of the blame there as well, because I was making a good run, and I could have hit it on my left. I'm not saying it would have gone in, but you don't know unless you try. You'll see here. This is a great angle to see my run. Let me know what you think. Was I deserving of the ball? I did issue an apology to Corn on the field, and I'll issue one now publicly. Nonetheless, here's top 5 respect moments of the season with their centre-back doing up the goalkeeper's shoes. I thought that was a really beautiful moment. Into the 65th minute we go. Byron gives me the ball, and I've got all the time in the world, so what am I going to do? I'm going to fuck it up. That's what I'm going to do. The ball's going to come out to Davo, and he's going to send this kid to the shadow realm. Shout out to that kid. Now, Davo's going to continue on like nothing's happening. Like I said, he's gliding, he's not really sprinting. That kid tries to 2-foot him and jump on the back of his Achilles. Unfortunately for this man, he can't get up. I don't know if he's drunk. I don't think he's old enough to drink, unfortunately, for this youngin'. But he was slipping and he was sliding and he was making a bit of a fool of himself. Now, I'm of the opinion, I'm watching, you know, like everyone can make mistakes. I think it's a red card. Let me know what you think. I just think purely for the fact you could snap his ankle. But yeah, let's see from this angle. Tell me what you think. Davo, send him to the shadow realm here. He obviously don't like that. Why? Because I think girls are in the crowd watching. I think that's what happened, and that didn't help his cause. However, he's a youngin'. We're watching him grow in real time. I know people probably have comments about that tackle. We're literally just watching a young man grow up in real time in front of our eyes. He made a mistake, whatever it is. But shout out to him. You know, he's learning the ropes, and if you're going to do it properly, I'll say that much to your kid. Nonetheless, into the 77th minute here, and you're probably thinking, Falk, where I haven't had many chances. I wonder why that is. I'll tell you why. You're going to see it right now. It's me making slide tackles in the middle of the field, and then here goes Bisenhuth. Who's he going to give it to? Sing it with me. Give me a right back from Russia. He's 5 feet, and we call him Pete. And here goes Dale on his merry way. He's going to try and find a ball into the middle, and it gets back to him. He's going to shift it onto his left, just like a great Brazilian legend Cafu would if he could, and it's unfortunately it goes over, but shout out to you, Dale. Seriously, some beautiful football today. Their left back's going to get the ball here, and you're probably watching this, you're going, oh, he's in strife, Corny's going to get the ball. Fortunately, Corny doesn't. He maintains possession, beats 1, beats 2, beats 3, in style, may I add, beats 4. Why? Because it's me, and I'm just a log in the midfield. And then we get Tao here, our Dagestani centre-back, who's going to retrieve the ball. Well done to Tao. He's going to try and play O'Keefe. He doesn't, but he manages to play Jacobo de Villarreal, who's going to play it into Corn. Shout out to Corn. I do eat my vegetables. And unfortunately, he side foots it from the edge of the box. But before we go into this next clip, here's a word from our ultras. Now, that could have been a great omen. Why? Benny got a header on it, but unfortunately he wasn't able to convert it, and it stays 3-0 into the 82nd minute. But there is more football to come. O'Keefe in the middle here. He's going to get fouled. And, you know, we didn't actually have that many fouls today. I thought there'd be a bit more of it. As you can see, like a shark to a fish on a hook. I'm in there, you know, looking for a free feed, trying to get a goal. And Jacobo comes over and explains, you know, big fella, I want my hat-trick, blah, blah, blah. And I, you know what, I had to accept my losses there and let him take it. You know, I know there was a few fans that wanted to see Falk try and hit a thunderbolt, but unfortunately not today. But there goes Davo. He wasn't far off it at all. I kind of wish he got his hat-trick, to be honest. That would have been the icing on the cake. Nonetheless, their left-back's going to take a shocking touch here, and all I'm thinking is just kick it as hard as you can. And let me know how I fared. I thought I kicked that pretty hard. And I wonder if we had a speedo dominator, how fast that would have been going. Nonetheless, Ned in the centre-back here, unfortunately doesn't get the ball. But who is? Pete, our right-back. As trusty as they come, and that's another clean sheet for the Redbacks. What can I say? Another famous win, another famous clean sheet. You know, we are really, truly hitting our straps and form at the right time. 3-0 win, 5-0 on aggregate over these boys during the season. It feels bloody good.
A hardy win.
So, famous 3-0 win. Feels good. Feels good to be back at the Fortress as well. I didn't want to fuck around tonight, to be honest. Werrington Croatia, they're like a brother you don't get along with, so I wanted to make sure we got rid of them, which we did. So we'll see you next week, and shout out to the Wero boys. So I was hoping to have some Cevapi, Oszjuko and Rakia tonight, but it wasn't meant to be. See you next week. We're going to do that fucked up formation video next week. So the next video you're going to see, we're playing Cranebrook away. Yeah, we're going to do it next week. Sorry about the delay.